this slightly gloomy Saturday. It's been raining and thundering, but it's kind of chilled out now. But we're in the house and we're about to do a little bit of cooking. We're gonna do one of those down-home southern meals. We're gonna cook some salmon croquettes, however you want to say it, salmon patties. We're gonna do those. So I know this is something that my mom cooked a lot when we were growing up. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Ace Boogie Production.
So we're gonna start off with our can of salmon. Today we're using chicken of the sea. This is not what I normally use. I normally do the black top. It comes in like a red can with the actual salmon fish on it, but this is what they had, so this is what we're gonna have to use. So we're gonna go ahead and put our salmon in a bowl. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and just add 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise. A lot of people don't know about this step, but it's a little trick I picked up from my mother. So we're just gonna do 2 hefty spoonfuls of that, and then mix. Crack 1 egg and add that. Made a little bit of a mess. We're trying to clean that as we go. Try to clean up our space as we go in general. Once we got that mixed together, we're gonna add a little bit of flour, just kind of as a binding agent, because our mixture is a little soupy at the moment. And like I said, this is an old down home southern meal. Y'all know southern mamas don't measure everything, so we're just gonna pour a little flour in until it's not as soupy and it thickens up a little bit.
Ace Boogie Production.
A little more. Maybe about 4 tablespoons. So another quote-unquote secret ingredient that I really don't think is a secret, but a lot of people don't know this little trick. We're going to crush up some Ritz crackers and put it in our mixture also. And again, this just kind of helps as far as binding goes and just gives more of a crunch element to it. So I promise you, it's going to turn out good in the end. So if you have like a regular size box of Ritz, you can do like 1 sleeve of crackers. I have the little party box, so I'm gonna do 2 of these little mini sleeves. Crush those up real good and just add them straight in. all of that together. And any crackers that didn't get crunched up to the size of your liking, just go ahead and just crunch them up with your spoon or your fork or whatever you're mixing with. And now, this is the consistency that I would like for it to be when I get ready to put it in the grease. My grease should really be on getting hot right now, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead now and add our seasonings. So for seasonings, you can pretty much use whatever seasonings you want, but I'm gonna go in with some Old Bay. We're gonna sprinkle a nice amount of that in. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Creole seasoning. We're gonna do some onion powder.
Ace Boogie Production.
Some garlic powder. A dash of sea salt, just to be sure we got enough salt. Some paprika. And a few parsley flakes. And of course, if you want, you can add onions and bell pepper and all of that, but I like mine just pretty basic. So now we're just gonna mix all that up. Now we're going to put our oil in our pan, and it's not going to take too much, just enough to cover the bottom and a little bit more. So once that gets hot, we'll start putting, I do just basically a spoonful amount into the pan and let them cook. Okay, our grease is hot, so now we're just going to spoon a little bit of our mixture in. And we're going to do that. That's going to be the size of our croquettes. And we're going to do that until we clear our bowl. If you want them thicker, of course, do more. If you want them bigger, do more. I don't like them too thick. Like this one's kind of thick, so I'll press it down a little bit, but it kind of just is what it is. So I won't do as much in the next ones that I do. But I just kind of form them in the bowl with my spoon, and then we plop them down. And then we're going to cook them until they're golden brown on each side. That one kind of fell off on its own, but it's okay.
Ace Boogie Production.
So this is about all we can fit in the pan right now. Probably got enough for 2 or 3 more, but we'll have to do those once we take some of these out. And now while these are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and do some crescent rolls and some rice also. So I already got my oven on preheating, and we're going to go ahead and work on our sides until these are ready to flip. Got a couple of these that are the color that I'm looking for, so we're gonna go ahead and flip them, and I'm just using a fork. There we go, beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I think a couple of them need a little more time still, but as you can see, we got a few that are ready. That one could have used a little more time, so we're not going to mess with these yet. My eyes on my stove are also uneven, so that's why that's happening, but we make do with what we have. Beautiful. So these might actually be ready too. No, we're gonna let that one. Well, it flipped, so that's fine. So I usually like them a little darker than these two, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and let these finish up. I'm gonna go ahead and do my draining station. I'm just gonna put some paper towels down on a plate, so we're ready to take the ones out when they get done. So we've got some that are ready to come up, so we're going to go ahead and move these to our draining station. Please be careful because this grease will pop and burn you, and you don't want that. So I'm going to flip this one back over because it's not as brown as I want it. I want more of that color on it. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Well, nope, that one needs to cook more on that side too. go ahead and take this one up. So we're gonna let these cook a little. Well, no, we'll take this one up too. We're gonna let these cook a little longer and add what we had left over in the bowl that wouldn't fit at first, which is just one, so that's fine.
Ace Boogie Production.
There we have it, salmon croquettes, crescent rolls, and rice. Nice, good old Southern cooked country meal. Fairly easy, fairly quick. Anybody can do it. Hope you guys try it and I hope you love it. Enjoy.